Well, good morning, everybody. How you doing? We have got breaking news. Now, what I'm going to show you right now, I think, is going to blow your mind. Let's go over to a part of a show that we ran earlier today from the Pete Santilli Show up in Burns, Oregon. Now, I'm going to point something out that was kind of like was brought to my attention, and I kind of went, "Holy cow! I have to take a look at that and see exactly what we're talking about here." Now, I have researched this quite a bit, along with a couple other people also, and we have come to the conclusion that what we are going to show you is probably 90% on. We're 90%. We feel 90% that we are correct about what we're getting ready to show you folks. Now, I want you to know this is very big, breaking, important news. And what we're going to share with you might give a hint, a really big, strong hint of what's going to happen in Burns, Oregon. Now, why am I saying this? Because history repeats itself, my friends. And you know how people kind of give things away, you know, especially when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over. So what I'm going to do, I mean, this is big. This is frigging big. This is like frigging huge. If we're right, this is huge. Most likely one of the biggest things to even pieces of news to come out of this whole ordeal. Worth staying up for tonight. No kidding. I'm going to play a video for you. And I want you to watch it very carefully.
They're trying to take away public lands is the reason I'm here. There's a lot of issues going on, but that's the only reason I'm here, because I'm an avid long-distance hiker.
This is an RT video.
Camper, and I want to still have our public lands to enjoy.
Oh, who's that nice lady? Here, let's watch her again. Let's watch this nice lady again. She has turned up at the Oregon standoff, at the peaceful protest. This lady showed up with these gentlemen right here at this protest. Take a look at it again. And listen to this voice.
They're trying to take away public lands is the reason I'm here. There's a lot of issues going on, but that's the only reason I'm here, because I'm an avid long-distance hiker and fisherman and camper, and I want to still have our public lands to enjoy. That everybody has.
Well, let's listen to her just a little bit more.
Their way here, then they'll go to another place and grab that land, put it back into the private sector.
Okay, now what I want to do, because I want to be fair about this, I'm going to shut this one off right here. See that now? There's no audio. Now I'm going to play you another video, and I want you to listen to the voice, and I want you to tell me. Close your eyes. Well, you don't have to, because I'm hiding her. I want you to tell me if you recognize, if this is the same voice at all. Tell me.
What was she like?
Really a very happy person. Very well put together. Very excited about life generally.
Yeah. And did you?
Now let me play this one.
Go to logging and mining and everything else, and then they'll shut us off from hiking and fishing and camping and hunting.
All right, let me play this one again for you.
You know Adam at all, or did you know Ryan?
I didn't know the rest of her family. I just knew her from hanging out sometimes.
What? Okay, and then the other one?
And so I think this is just the beginning, and it needs to be stopped here.
Okay, so what do you guys come up with? Does that sound like the same voice to you? Does it? You need to let me know, because I'll tell you what, here's what I think. I think this woman right here, is also this woman right here.
Person. Very
Dan Holmes. And you knew Adam's mother, Nancy. Is that right?
Yes.
What was she like as a person, or what respect did you know her?
She's really a very happy person.
I think
of the land takeover.
this is the
People get
same
their
lady.
way here, then they'll go to another place and grab that land.
Holy
and put it back
shit.
Into the public.
Do you know what that means,
the
folks?
private
If this is
sector.
correct, do you know what
Go
that
to
tells
logging
you?
and mining and everything else, and then they'll shut
Listen up,
us
my
off
friends.
from hiking. And
If this woman is this woman, we've got problems. Again, look at her.
fishing and camping and hunting.
Very well put together, very excited about life generally.
Yeah. And did you know Adam at all, or did you know Ryan?
I didn't know the rest of her
Yeah.
family. I just knew.
Again,
And so I
Again.
think this is just the beginning. It
guys
needs to be
and
stopped.
gals, what do you think? Well, this lady is now known to be
sometimes.
a crisis actor.
Hurdle over people and
See her?
run towards us, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is not good.
Yeah, it's not good. is it?
Definitely this lady is in the businesses of false flag events and inside jobs. There are no doubts about that. The only question now is, who is she?
Well, we know who she is. We believe we know who she is. But right now, we want to make sure that we're talking about the same people. So I'm going to make a phone call real quick. Let's get this guy on. I'm going to get a gentleman on the phone that, let's get his opinion. And let's see what they say. Let's see here.
Hello,
Hello, who's calling? Who is this, please?
this is James.
James, how are you? This is Mark Connors on the Connors Report, Free America and American Media News. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How's it going?
Hey, listen, I got something I want to pull on you.
Yeah.
You know this video about this lady that's on the RT video, right? About the Rupley video.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I've been comparing with this crisis actor lady.
Okay.
And I've got, man, I'm telling you, bro, from you've been watching the show, right?
Yes, I have. I've been viewing your show and also Peace Antilli, like, because that's the only pretty much the only two shows I watched because they put out really what's going on, you know.
Now, looking at these videos, did you pull up the videos I asked you to pull up?
I did.
Okay, now I want to ask you just flat out first before we get into this, which this is big because if this is the same lady, we're in trouble. People are in trouble. This country's in trouble. So I want to ask you, James.
Yeah.
James, if I asked you a 1 to 100%, if you thought this was the same lady, what would you say?
I was kind of on the fence at first, and I kept watching more and more videos, and I'm like at 95% now.
No kidding.
Sure.
What, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Just from listening to her voice, the way she says her S's and everything. There was one interview, I can't remember what exactly interview it was, but it was from one of the other crises, and just the voice is exactly the same.
Uh-huh.
Her inflections, everything, the way she just, I don't know, man. It's her. It's got to be her.
Uh-huh. Now I'm showing a picture of her. It looks like she's younger, but what they're saying about her is pretty interesting. If this is the same lady, give me a second here. I'm going to play this for everybody.
Events. Given the shadowy history of the US government in Colombia, scandals of drugs shipping, gun running, prostitution, black ops cover-up, and the usual overseas clusterfuck, the odds are that this woman is actually a CIA liaison with a bogus job inside the Colombian government, currently reassigned to crisis acting jobs back in the United States.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
She also
Stand by,
has a
bro.
second profile with several artistic expertises that apparently make her qualified for crisis acting in the latest inside jobs of the US government, especially the ones related to gun control.
Oh, look at that picture of
suppression
her.
the
Man, I'm
Second
telling you,
Amendment,
that
and
looks
martial law
exactly like the
scenarios.
same woman, my friends. I am telling you. Now, James, you've looked at this very closely, right?
Yes, I have.
Has anybody else looked at it with you?
My girlfriend looked at it earlier before I was really looking into it.
And what does she say? What does she say about this?
She just told me to close my eyes and listen to one interview, and then close my eyes and listen to the one in Burns, and
And what'd you come?
without looking at her and see if it sounds like the same lady, and it sounds exactly the same.
No kidding. You know what? I did exactly the same test, bro. I did.
Yeah.
I shut my eyes. I played both videos, and I'm telling you, if I would have been sitting with some buddies, and they said to me, Mark, tell me, would you put $50 on this to tell me that this was the same lady? Close your eyes. You're in the sound business. You've recorded tons of CDs, albums. You work with tones. You've produced albums for. I produced a song for the singer of Chicago. I know sound. So I'm going to sit here, bro, and I'm going to go right along with you, because I would have put $50 down on it in a heartbeat, and I would have said, yes, that is the same voice, for sure. Guys,
definitely, it's definitely the same voice. I mean, she says her inflections on each word is exactly the same. The tone, everything. The more I look at the pictures, I can see all the same creases in her cheeks, the same creases between her nose, between her eyebrows.
Now we're going to break that down, bro. We're going to break that down in just a second. I'm going to go to a commercial break. You got time for me? All right, James, stand by. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back after this. This is Mark Connors on the Connors Report. Be right back.